In this quick tip video, we're going to be looking at how to use the set size feature in Huntron Workstation. What set size does is it essentially adjusts the pixels to microns dimensions within the camera view. So this directly affects how accurately the clicking in image works for you and also how the stitching in the board overview shows up. So one way to know that it needs to be adjusted is if you click in the image. So let's just go ahead and click in the center of the O where it says copyright here. And you see it comes up a little bit short. That means that we need to make an adjustment to the set size. Now before you go and change anything in set size, make sure that your board is mounted at the slot level that you have selected in the sequence. So to check that, go to your sequence, look and see what slot is selected for the sequence. You can see that this one is selected for middle slot. And then look at your board in your prober and make sure it's mounted precisely at the slot level. If it's mounted too high or too low, then it can cause accuracy issues with the clicking in image. So make sure the board is mounted exactly at the slot level. So if the board is mounted at the slot level and you do see these inaccuracies when clicking in the image, then you need to adjust the set size. The set size procedure is described in the Huntron Workstation tutorial. So if you go to the end of the Workstation tutorial, you'll see the appendix number 1 that describes how to use the set size feature. So this video is essentially going to show each of these steps. So to start, we need to figure out how much we need to adjust the set size values. So to go to set size, you go to the Offset tab. There's the set size button right here. So you can see that I have the crosshairs in my camera view. So what we'll do is I'll click on this line on the far left edge and let the camera move there. And you see it comes up short. So what I'll do is hold my cursor on the spot that I clicked and then look at the mouse value on the X direction to the left. So we can see it's about 1,000 microns. So I'll make note of that value. And then we'll check the vertical direction. So let's click right on the edge of this trace right here. And again, you can see it comes up short. So I will hold the cursor where I had originally clicked, but don't click. And if you look over at the mouse position on the Y direction, you see it's about 500 microns. So we'll click on the Set Size button. And the rule is, if when you click in the image that it comes up short, you need to increase these values. If you click in the image and it goes too far, then you need to decrease these values. Essentially, you're changing the micron measurement of the window. We'll change our value here. For the horizontal, we had that measured at about 1,000 microns off, so we need to go times 2 since we were only going one direction. So we'll change this to 25,000. And then on the vertical direction, we were coming up about 500 short. So multiply that by 2 and we'll change this to 18,500. And then click OK. So once again, we will click in the image. Let's try clicking right on the edge of this trace right here to check the vertical. And you see it comes up just about right where we want it. Let's also check the horizontal. We'll click right on the edge of the card. You see we're coming up just a little bit short. So what we'll do is we'll adjust the horizontal distance a little bit more. Again, we need to increase that because it's coming up short. Let's try about 200. And click. And then I'll just click on the edge here. And then come back again. So click right on the edge of the trace here. And you can see it's a lot more accurate. So if the set size is incorrect, when you create the board overview image, I'll zoom in on this one here. You can see there's a lot of stitching problems with this one. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and create a new image. So I'll go to the front left corner, click Set Front Left. Then go to the other corner. This is good. Set Back Right. And then we'll create Image. I'll go ahead and pause the video while the image is creating. So our image is done creating. You can see we have a new board image here, and if you were to zoom in on this, you can see that the stitching now is a lot better, a lot closer, both on the horizontal and on the vertical. If you scroll up to a stitch where you can see a vertical edge, right here, for example, you see the stitching is almost perfect. Maybe we need to adjust our vertical just a little bit because it is a little bit off here. But that's what the set size does for you. It allows you to fine-tune the in-image clicking in the camera view and also get a better stitch when you're creating your board overview image. Please feel free to view any of the videos on the Huntron YouTube channel. And as always, thank you for watching.